You climb aboard a pirate ship in 1718. The deck tilts hard under your feet. 60 men are crammed into a hull built for half that number. There's no captain barking orders like you'd expect. On most pirate ships, the crew voted him in, and they could vote him out just as fast. Bartholomew Roberts captured over 400 ships between 1719 and 1722. His crew wrote their own laws down on paper. Every man got a vote in matters that affected the whole crew, and every man got a share of whatever they took. Even the captain answered to a majority vote. Article 1 on Robert's ship, every man has a vote in affairs of moment. Article 4, lights and candles out by 8 at night. Anyone still drinking after that drinks up on deck, in the dark. Break the rules and you don't get a warning, you get marooned. Left alone on an empty island with a pistol and 1 bottle of water. Just enough powder for a single shot. That shot is usually meant for yourself. Pay wasn't equal, but it was close. A regular sailor earned 1 share of the plunder. The quartermaster took a share and a half. The captain took 2 shares, sometimes less than his own crew expected. On land, sailors had almost no say in anything. On a pirate ship, the vote actually mattered. Now the food. Ship's biscuit, called hardtack, sat in barrels for months at a time. Weevils burrowed straight into it. Sailors nicknamed them bargemen. You'd tap the biscuit on the table first so the weevils fell out before you ate. Salt pork was the other staple, packed in brine thick enough to sting a cut. By week 3 at sea, it turned gray and slick. You ate it anyway. Starving was the alternative. Freshwater didn't stay fresh for long. Stored in wooden casks, it grew algae within days and turned the color of weak tea. Most crews mixed it with rum just to kill the taste. That mix had a name, grog. Rum itself was called Kill Devil, distilled from sugarcane waste in the Caribbean. Every man got a daily ration. Some crews drank so much that officers banned gambling and drunkenness just to keep order. Disease killed more pirates than cannon fire ever did. Dysentery, called the bloody flux, spread through dirty water and killed slowly, over days. Yellow fever came from mosquitoes in Caribbean ports and could wipe out a third of a crew in a single season. Scurvy was the quiet killer. Weeks without fruit or vegetables and your gums start bleeding. Old wounds reopen, teeth loosen and fall out. Nobody understood the cause for decades. James Lind proved citrus cured it in 1747. 5 years after Bartholomew Roberts died with a musket ball in his throat. Get hurt on board, and there was no real doctor waiting. Most ships carried a barber surgeon at best, someone who set broken bones and pulled teeth on the side. Amputations happened right on deck, with a saw and no anesthesia, just a swig of rum and a leather strap clenched between your teeth. Losing a limb in battle actually paid. Roberts' article set fixed compensation. 800 pieces of 8 for a lost leg, 600 for an arm, 100 for a lost eye. Pirates had built their own insurance system out of violence. Storms killed faster than any battle. In 1717, the Whydah galley wrecked off Cape Cod during a nor'easter. Sam Bellamy and 144 men drowned within sight of shore. Only 2 men survived. Combat, when it came, was close and brutal. Cutlasses, pistols good for 1 shot each. Grappling hooks dragged 2 ships together before boarding began. Boarding meant fighting hand-to-hand on a deck slick with blood, often within minutes of the first shot fired. Getting captured was worse than dying at sea. In 1722, 52 men from Roberts' crew were hanged at Cape Coast Castle, one of the largest mass executions in the history of piracy. Bodies were left hanging in chains along the coast as a warning. Between raids, there was grinding, unglamorous labor. Careening meant beaching the ship on its side to scrape barnacles off the hull. Days of hauling, scraping, and sweating in tropical heat. Below decks stayed dark, damp, and packed with rats. Lice were constant. Privacy didn't exist. Roberts' articles banned women from the ship entirely. Anne Bonny and Mary Read broke that rule anyway, sailing disguised as men under Calico Jack Rackham. Both were caught in 1720 and sentenced to hang. Both claimed pregnancy in court and had the sentence delayed. So, what were your odds joining a crew like this? Historians estimate a working pirate lasted around 2 years in active service. Disease, storms, starvation, or the noose. One of the four usually caught up first. So forget the parrot and the eye patch. Picture Weevil, Biscuit, and Brackish Water instead. Picture a crew that could vote to strand you on a beach with one bullet, and a real chance disease finishes you before any cutlass does.